This is Danny Chavis, and you're watching an NAAPP update. Normally, I deal with the issue of police brutality and murder, and have in fact spent the last several years pushing a nationwide demand against it all. But when it came to my attention that black media was holding a press conference in Harlem regarding allegations of child molestation, rape, and the cover-up concerning it all against the leader of one of the most strongest and powerful hip-hop organizations of all time, the Zulu Nation, I had to be there. Not for the bantering back and forth regarding the allegations concerning child molestations against the leader, Afrika Bambaataa. I went to see what I hope to be the birth of a movement of African people who before this time were in disagreement with the direction the people should take in order to be liberated from underneath the oppression suffered by us all. The leaders had come together with one purpose and one mind, unity and taking back our people, exposing the hidden secrets and dealing with it head on. In my mind, this was going to be epic because the leaders were saying that they were going to root out and expose the predators against our people and deal with them not according to man's law, but according to black law, meaning those who murder, molest, or otherwise harm our people would be dealt with by us, from us, and on our terms. I get chills just thinking about it. And not only that, but they also spoke of the needed and necessary healing and the means by which it should be provided by us for our people.
Bam already admitted to this shit. So I don't understand at this point in time why dudes are still sitting up there talking about they gotta look into it. There's nothing else to look into. Everybody that's in that video saying that Bam has stepped down or they all made him sit down was there. They already know what time it is. See what I'm saying? Bam already had a meeting with me. He apologized. He said he was gonna do things for the youth and he was gonna apologize to everybody else. I forgave Bam. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I want people to understand something. I got a lot of anger towards Bam, but I still love him. He's like a father. So I'm not going to slander him even though he did some fucked up shit. I love that man. And I hate to see what he's going through. I love that man. But what I will say is, I'm heartbroken. Man. Just take your time. Just take your time. I'm heartbroken because my brothers know, and I had a conversation with them. I told them, I said, you know what? There's brothers out there in Zulu Nation that don't know me. They don't know how I get down. And for you to leave it like that, and they feel like I love Bam. Everybody feels like Bam is a hero. Somewhat, I felt like he was a hero to me. So for y'all to leave it like that, and some of the new Zulus that don't know me, you see me on the street, and I have to deal with you because you feel like I'm an agent. Y'all left me out there to be a fucking agent. And for me to have to hurt one of them because they love him with some sucker shit. And I had this conversation with one of the brothers and I told him like, yo, this is what you're doing. Brother, don't put me involved. How you gonna tell me not to put you involved? When you called the meeting, you begged me to take the video down, and I took the video down because y'all wanted to save the Zulu Warriors. I wanted to save the Zulu Warriors. You did good work with the Zulu Warriors. You fed a lot of people. I understand these brothers got love for Bam. I had love for Bam too. It made me lose my respect for Bam at this point in time. After what you did to me, you left the whole Zulu Nation to feel the wrath of what the fuck you did. And you ran like a fucking coward and won't step up to the plate and own up to your shit. I even called out and told him, listen, we can come in the public, apologize, even apologize to the other people you hurt and go get some help together. That's how much love I had for that man. That man was like a father to me. Bottom line to it is, Bam should have stepped up and he should have saved this information and kept everybody from going through the scrutiny. But one thing I did learn from this situation is who the fuck is my family and who ain't. Some of those dudes that's still on the council, that's still sitting there, they're covering up for a pedophile. And that's all I can say. Some of these brothers, they're covering up for a pedophile. Y'all know what he did. And y'all put out a video saying that, you know, y'all gotta look into it. What the fuck is there to look into? He admitted to it already. What is there to look into? So if you can cover up for a pedophile for a couple of dollars or because of your feelings, then y'all deserve to die with him. You deserve to die with him. You created a cesspool. Peace, unity, knowledge, having fun, song, dance, everything to lure everybody in. And when the dark came, in them dark rooms, in them closets, there's a lot of skeletons. You done hurt more motherfuckers than you done saved. But everybody feels sorry for the pedophile. How? How you feel sorry for the pedophile? How y'all crying over Bam like Pepsi? I heard you was boo-hoo crying because Bam had to step down yesterday. But you ain't crying for me. You ain't crying for my kids. You ain't crying for my moms that gotta listen to this.
Yes.
My mom's gotta, she got to feel this. She gotta feel the wrath because this went over hubby and my mother.
Exactly.
But you crying, bitch? Seriously? Muhammad. Fuck it, I'm calling names again. I went through hell in Bronx River over you. Hell. You blame B.O. for fucking up my life. B.O. ain't fucked my life up. You know what happened? You got shot. And when you got shot, I went to war with my whole projects as a baby. Y'all left me for dead. Bronx River ran y'all out the projects, left me for dead. And that's when I had to pick up steel and learn how to defend myself like a man. And that's when I turned into a savage over you, Muhammad, not B.O. Y'all left me, never came back to fight the battle. And the last homicide that I went to jail with was over the same nigga that shot you. But you gonna tell me that you can't clear my name? With y'all conniving asses, I noticed how y'all start trying to move my age up, forgetting that I was in jail at 18 for murders. Can't change that. Trying to move me up like I was a grown man messing with him. Nah. Y'all tried to have Saladin say that bee stinger molested a 4-year-old girl 3 days ago. Tried to have him call in and call Star, ask Star about it. Called him on the phone to put those kind of allegations on bee stinger. What kind of shit is that? So y'all willing to go that far to free Ben? For what? So he can go back to Brazil and get locked up again for playing with another little boy? This is just recent shit. So it's okay for Ben to play with as many little boys as he wants to. Not on my watch, I'd rather die. So one thing I will say, I expected to see some of y'all out here. I'm not running. I ain't going nowhere. It is what it is.
What I'd like to first say is we need to get Poppy and all of them around the applause. They are good. These to come out here and understand in front of a bunch of strangers, to even give his story, to face the backlash. I saw his kids. I don't know if y'all friends with him on Facebook. I am. And I saw his 2 girls. He got 2 beautiful girls. And to see him to still raise them kids up through the hell that he's been through. Remember, it ain't just Bambaataa that he was a victim. He was a victim to a bunch. And for him to be able to raise a family up, I think is to be commendable. The other thing I think King Simon said, and what I've heard other people say, is the whole alleged term. I think we're way past. We should stop saying alleged. He's a pedophile. And also something that's being said, which I hear all the time, which is a culture. The culture is not just hip-hop. The culture exists from the Roman Catholic Church, from that Christianity, and hip-hop is no different than the Roman Catholic Church and Christianity. And that's what we're finding out. Because they look at Bambaataa as if he's the father of hip-hop. And that was built the same way Christianity was built, child molestation. And we have to face that reality. And then they mentioned how Bambaataa, they said Bambaataa is stepping down now. We have to realize that, and I'll use this analogy. When Mike Brown got killed in St. Louis, right? And then they didn't charge the cop for the crime. And then they investigated the whole Ferguson. And they found out from the governor all the way down to the clerk that it was corrupt. And so the only way to fix that corruption is to do what? To tear the whole thing down. All the way down. And start all over.
Yes, sir.
Word Bambaataa in the same breath for somebody that's accused of molesting children. From now on, it's Kevin Donovan.
No, that's bullshit. That's not his name. His name is Lance Taylor. I don't know where the Kevin Donovan came from.
Yeah, I heard that Lance Taylor too.
And you know what? But then again, you got to dig into that too. Why do you keep changing his name?
Do this. Whatever it is, from this point forward, Let's not put our identity as black people in association with this behavior. I want to say, I first in 1988, I had a sister sit down. I was 15 years old. She told me that she was molested. When I heard that story, I said something's got to be done about that. It opened me up, and since that time, I probably done heard 100 to 200 to 300 stories from sisters, and then in the last 15 years, probably the same amount from black men who have been sexually abused, who had nobody to tell. Many of those sisters that told their mother, and they went to their mothers, and their mothers blamed them for it. And the reality of the situation is that we got to come to grips with this, black man. This is not nobody else's situation to fix. Let's stop pointing our finger at our sisters. Yes, we need to help them, but look, what do a group of women do in a community where there are no men to protect them? They become corrupt because of the corruption they facing. It's time that black men come together and look at the fact that when Brother Malcolm was here, the things that he was dealing with, he fought them when they were here. When Brother Nat Turner was here, he didn't talk about things that happened yesterday. He fought it where it was on the ground. Right now, we have a crisis. The Department of Justice statistics say 1 out of 3 girls in this country be molested, and 1 out of 6 boys before 18. And the black community, from my assessment, is more like 3 out of 4 of our sisters will be molested before 18, and at least 1 out of 2 of our boys. What does that mean? That means for black men, it's our responsibility to say, nobody's coming to fix it. We got to organize, put our differences aside. What does it matter if he knows God through Hebrew and I know God through Amen, if both of us are sitting here letting our children get raped? None of us know God. So we got to start prioritizing. The priority today for black people, and this all around the world, everywhere I go on this planet. I've been to Africa. I'm talking to brothers and sisters in the islands. Everywhere I go, our children are being sexually abused, and nobody is taking the steps to organize as men. I'm talking to the men there. Where's the manhood? And fix the problem. And a large part of the problem is that in order to fix this problem, we got to be real about this. We got to go out and put our hands on somebody. We got to investigate to make sure it's right. Then we have to put aside whatever law that any country we in. As black people, this is one time when we have to say we have our own black law. We assess what the crime is. We assess the punishment. We don't ask nobody for permission. And we're afraid as men to step out and find the men, women, and whoever else is violating our children and bring them to our justice. That's got to stop. We got to say, look, not on our watch. Are we going to sit around and let R. Kelly urinate on our daughter and let the whole world watch? We got to say, not on our watch. We can argue about what wasn't done yesterday, but everybody out here that can hear this message, we are here now. I.S.U.P.K. is here now. The Straight Black Pride Movement is here now. Warner Horizon is here now. Brother Sarnetta, Red Pill and Blue Pill, Brother Doggy Diamonds. All of these brothers and sisters that are here right now are here for one reason. We know that people are molesting our children. I guarantee you, if we were to ask, and I'm not, half of the people that's standing right here, you've had to face this. What we're saying today is that this is bigger than whatever his name is. This means we're going to investigate this situation and others in our community. And we got to organize as men and say, we're going to look at these babies and we can look them in the eye and say, it's a problem today. Tomorrow it won't be a problem because we're going to clean the streets up one pedophile, one pervert at a time. This is our job. My question to you, are y'all with us on that? Yes. I said, are y'all with that? Yes. That's what we're talking about.